She starts reaching back when you stop reaching out. Have you ever noticed something strange? The moment you stop chasing her, she suddenly starts chasing you. The second you stop sending those good morning texts, she's the one asking how your day went. When you finally give her the space she said she wanted, she starts wondering why you're being distant. It sounds backwards, doesn't it? But this pattern happens over and over again in dating and relationships. Today, I'm going to explain exactly why she starts reaching back when you stop reaching out, and what this really means for your relationship. Let's be honest about something. Most guys have been in this exact situation. You meet someone you really like. You start texting her every day. You're always the one making plans. You're putting in all the effort. And what happens? She becomes less interested. She takes longer to reply. She seems distant. But then something interesting happens. The moment you pull back and focus on yourself, suddenly she's back in your messages. She's asking what you're up to. She's wondering why you haven't called. It feels confusing, right? Here's the thing. This isn't a game or manipulation. This is basic human psychology. And once you understand how it works, you'll see this pattern everywhere in your life, not just in dating. Why this happens, the psychology behind it. The principle of value and scarcity. Let me explain this in simple terms. Imagine you walk into a store and see a product on the shelf. It's always available. Nobody's buying it. It's just sitting there collecting dust. How valuable does that product seem to you? Not very, right? Now imagine the same product, but this time there's a sign that says, limited stock, or only 3 left. Suddenly, that same product feels more valuable. People want it more. This is the principle of scarcity, and it applies to human relationships too. When you're always available, always texting first, always making the effort, you become like that product sitting on the shelf. There's no mystery. There's no challenge. She knows you'll always be there, so there's no urgency to value your time or attention. But the moment you step back, something shifts. Suddenly, your attention becomes limited. Your time becomes scarce. And just like that product with the limited stock sign, you become more valuable in her eyes. The chase dynamic. Here's another truth about human nature. We value things we have to work for. Think about it. When something comes too easily, we don't appreciate it as much. But when we have to chase something, when we have to earn it, it becomes precious to us. This is why she starts reaching back when you stop reaching out. When you were doing all the chasing, she didn't have to work for your attention. She knew you'd always be there. But when you stop chasing, she suddenly has to put in effort. And that effort makes her realize what she's losing. It's not about playing games. It's about creating a balanced dynamic where both people are investing in the relationship. The loss aversion factor. There's a concept in psychology called loss aversion. It means that people are more motivated by the fear of losing something than by the possibility of gaining something. In simple terms, we hate losing things we already have. When you're always reaching out, she has your attention. She has your validation. She has your time. But she takes it for granted because it's always there. However, the moment you stop giving her that attention, her brain starts to panic. Wait, where did he go? Why isn't he texting me? Did I lose him? This fear of loss triggers something in her. Suddenly, she wants to reach back out. She wants to reconnect. Not because you're doing something different, but because the absence of your presence makes her realize what she had. What this means for you. It's about self-respect, not games. Let me be very clear about something. When I say stop reaching out, I'm not telling you to play mind games. I'm not saying you should ignore her to manipulate her emotions. That's toxic and it doesn't work long term. What I'm saying is this: you need to have self-respect. If you're the only one putting in effort, if you're always initiating, if you feel like you're chasing someone who doesn't appreciate you, then it's time to step back. Not to make her jealous, but to protect your own dignity. When you stop reaching out from a place of self-respect rather than manipulation, it shows. She can feel the difference. And that's what makes her respect you more and want to reach back. Focus on your own life. The best thing you can do when you stop reaching out is to genuinely focus on yourself. Work on your goals. Spend time with friends. Pursue your hobbies. Build your career. Hit the gym. Read books. Improve yourself. When you do this, something magical happens. You're not sitting around waiting for her to text back. You're not obsessing over whether she's interested. You're living your life. And that confidence, that independence, that's what becomes truly attractive. She'll notice. Trust me, she'll notice. When she sees that you're not desperately waiting for her attention, when she sees that you have a full life without her, that's when she'll want to be part of that life. The quality of attention over quantity. Here's something most guys don't understand. It's not about how much attention you give her. It's about the quality of that attention. When you're always available, your attention becomes cheap. It doesn't mean anything because it's constant. But when you step back and live your life, and then you do reach out or spend time with her, that attention becomes valuable. She knows you're choosing to give her your time instead of doing something else. She knows you're busy and successful, but you're making space for her. That feels special. This is why she starts reaching back. She wants that quality attention. She wants to be chosen by someone who has options and a full life. Common mistakes to avoid. Don't do it for revenge. Some guys stop reaching out because they want to hurt her or make her feel bad. That's the wrong mindset. If you're angry or bitter, she'll feel that energy. And it will push her away permanently. The right mindset is this: I respect myself too much to chase someone who doesn't appreciate me. I'm going to focus on my life and let things happen naturally. Don't announce it. Don't tell her you're going to stop reaching out. Don't say things like, I'm not going to text you anymore, or I'm done chasing you. That's childish, and it shows you're still seeking her reaction. Just quietly shift your focus. Let your actions speak louder than words. When you stop reaching out without making a big announcement, it's more powerful because it's authentic. Don't ignore her completely. If she does reach out, don't ignore her to prove a point. That's game playing. Respond, but don't drop everything to talk to her. Respond when you have time. Keep it friendly but brief. Show her that you're happy to hear from her, but you're not desperate for her attention. The key is balance. You're not being cold or mean. You're just being a busy person who has a life. The bigger lesson. This principle goes beyond just dating. It applies to all areas of life. When you learn to walk away from situations where you're not valued, when you learn to focus on yourself instead of chasing others, your entire life changes. People respect you more. Opportunities come to you. You become more confident. You attract better relationships, better friends, better career opportunities. The moment you stop being desperate for someone's attention and start valuing your own time, everything shifts. You become the prize. And that's when people start reaching back. If this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for more real talk about relationships and self-improvement. Drop a comment below telling me about a time when you stopped chasing and what happened. I read every comment. Until next time, remember, your time and attention are valuable. Treat them that way.